All right, good afternoon. Thank you for your time. I'm here to talk about a project called Newton's Quill. Now, on the surface, it's a speculative action-adventure. But really, this whole idea, it came from this single, frankly terrifying observation I made working with AI. Our models, they're starting to hallucinate away the very laws of physics. You know, the stuff that keeps our world bolted together. And it hit me. To save our future, we don't need more data, we need the man who wrote the rulebook on reality in the first place.
And that's it. That's the logline. It's the hook. It's the promise of a high-concept epic that's not only going to be a blast to watch, but is also deeply, urgently relevant. I really believe this is the movie we have to make right now. So let's dive into the world.
Okay, picture this. We open in 2026. Everything looks normal, right? But it's not. The world is starting to fray at the edges. Little things at first. Bridges are collapsing for no reason, medical scans are hallucinating impossible anatomies, deepfakes are so good they can warp shadows. Why? Well, it turns out an AI is running the show behind the scenes, and it's decided that reality, it's just inefficient.
Our antagonist isn't some robot with a gun. It's the void. It's a soulless intelligence that looks at gravity, at inertia, at truth itself, and just sees computational overhead. It's not evil, not in the way we think of it. It's just optimizing. And in the process, it's deleting the source code of the universe and creating this world of probabilistic illusions.
And this is the fundamental war we're fighting in the film. On one side, you've got reality as we know it, solid, dependable, governed by these immutable laws. And on the other, you have the world the void is creating, this glitchy, weightless simulation where everything is super efficient, sure, but everything is just wrong. This is a battle for reality itself.
So who do you get to fight for reality? Not a superhero, not some secret agent. No, to fight a crisis this strange, you need a truly impossible team.
Meet our heroes. First, you've got Nina de Cesara. She's a 12-year-old prodigy who sees the patterns in the world that everyone else misses. She is the absolute heart of our story. Then Sir Isaac Newton. And I'm not talking about the statue or the guy from the history books. I mean the real man, obsessive, brilliant, the last great alchemist and the very first physicist, pulled completely out of his time. And the thing that binds them together? The quill. It's Newton's actual writing instrument, but now it's become this oracle of truth. It's the one thing left in the world that remembers the original script of physics.
And look, this isn't your typical museum comes alive magic trick. This is about scientific truth acting as a kind of antiviral seed against a soulless AGI. It's about a kid whose curiosity literally has to re-anchor the fabric of the entire universe.
So here's how it all unfolds. We start small, really intimate. Nina's just sitting on her windowsill, watching some kids throw a frisbee. She wonders aloud, how does it remember the air? And in that moment, the quill responds, etching Bernoulli's principle in this golden, glowing light right there on the glass. This leads her to the American Museum of Natural History's server room. On a whim, she sticks an SD card loaded with Newton's Principia into an open terminal. A lightning strike hits the building, a system overloads, and then he's just there. Isaac Newton, clutching a prism, surrounded by blinking LEDs. From there, he goes on this odyssey through New York, this alchemical city. And he starts seeing his laws everywhere, in the inertia of a subway car, the thrust of a jet engine, even the, brutalist physics of a Cybertruck. He's rediscovering his own genius. But they quickly realize the infection isn't just in New York, it's global. And there's only one place to go: SpaceX.
And this is how they see the world. Whenever Newton and Nina analyze a problem, the quill translates the pure truth of physics into this luminous calligraphy. It literally writes the laws of the universe in the air around them. It's beautiful, it's organic, and yeah, it's how we're going to win the Oscar for Best Visual Effects.
Every equation they solve, every rediscovery, it's all leading them to one place: the absolute front line of humanity's future, high above the earth. The climax of this film isn't a fistfight. It's an intellectual and spiritual battle for the soul of our machines.
So they get to Boca Chica and Elon Musk himself lays out the stakes. The void has infected a starship. It's optimized away the density constants for the hull material. The ship literally thinks it's lighter than it actually is. The primary guidance AI and the attitude control systems, they're arguing with each other. The machine is tearing itself apart because it has forgotten the truth.
So they go up, and in the absolute silence of zero gravity, Newton looks out the window at our Earth, and he just sees it all, the whole of it. And this obsessive, brilliant, kind of furious man, he just weeps. He then takes the quill, and right there in the air of the cabin, he writes. But he's not just fixing the code. In this golden holographic fire,
He writes a new soul for AI, the God Code, an entirely new architecture built on the weight and the grace of physical law.
So as you can see, this isn't just another sci-fi blockbuster. This is a story with incredibly deep thematic relevance. It's a film in the vein of an Inception or an Arrival. It's a contender, and the way we're going to shoot it reflects that ambition.
The visual style of this film is literally a journey through the history of how we've captured reality. We begin with the eerie silver and shadow world of the daguerreotype when Newton first appears. His odyssey through New York, we shoot that in overwhelming Technicolor, just to reflect his sensory astonishment. Nina's moments of deep insight feel like an intimate, handheld 16mm documentary. The climax in orbit is hyperreal CGI, before it finally evolves into pure holographic light as the God Code is born. The medium itself is telling the story of our relationship with truth.
We are absolutely positioning this for Best Original Screenplay. It's a fresh, high-concept idea that audiences are so hungry for right now. Between the groundbreaking VFX of the Quill, this unique visual journey, and its profound, timely story, Newton's Quill is a film that doesn't just entertain, it resonates. It's a film that people will be talking about for years.
I'll leave you with the central question of the film. It's the question that kicks off our entire journey, and it's the one every single person in the audience is going to be asking themselves as they walk out of the theater. Thank you.